What's going on, y'all? It is Cop Pizzle. Before we get started in this video, I want to do something that we will be doing moving forward with this channel, leading you guys in a little prayer. I think it's important to do so, and it's a tradition that I'm starting right here, right now, and we will be doing it in each and every video moving forward. And I'd love if you guys would participate with me. It would mean a lot to me. So just wanted to give you guys that heads up that we will be opening each and every video now with a prayer. So let's get started. Bow your heads. Lord, hallowed be thy name. May our feet be swift. May our woos be mighty. May our balls be plentiful. And Lord, I want to thank you for that waitress in Bardstown, Kentucky. You know who she is. She kept calling your name. And God, take care of the Giants. Okay, that's it. Amen. So the NFL schedule is being released today, and I've got the Giants schedule. Paul Schwartz on Twitter has basically posted the Giants schedule. I think it's 100% accurate. I think it's right on the money. And I wanted to talk to you guys today about it and just give you guys my initial thoughts on it. So let's get started. I got to be honest with you. I really, 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 really like this schedule for the Giants. I really like the way it sets up. And obviously, we already knew who the teams we were playing, but I really like the way this thing looks. So let's kind of talk about it. Week 1, afternoon game against the Tennessee Titans. As many of you guys know, Pizzle has been living in Nashville for since the beginning of time, and it means a lot to me that the Giants are going to open up the season in Nashville. I've been waiting over 8 years for them to come back here. I have a lot of friends and family here that are Titans fans, and it's always fun for me to pick at them when it comes to the New York Giants. I will 1,000% be at this game, and it's as if the NFL schedule gods just knew that Pizzle needed to see his G-men, and it's great that we have so much turnover and so much change that this is going to be the first game for first regular season game for our new coach, our new general manager, and a lot of new players. And so to say that I'll be there really means a lot. It's really special. I'm really excited about it, and I think that's a good matchup for the Giants. The Titans have been a pretty good team for a few years now. I think it's a great matchup for us. Obviously, they'll be favored, but I don't hate that matchup for the Giants, and I'm super excited about it. Week 2 will be home against the Panthers. Week 3, we will be home against Mark Holmes and them idiot Dallas Cowboy fans. We will be Monday Night Football, and you guys know that Piz will probably stream that game against the Dallas Cowboys. I love that. I love getting the Cowboys early like that and to see where we stack up with them. Week 4 will be home against the Chicago Bears. Week 5, we will go to London and play against the Packers. And then week 6, we will be home against the Ravens. And I think that those first 6 games are really interesting to me. Titans away, Panthers at home, Cowboys at home, Bears at home. Packers, technically a home game for them, but it's a road game for both of them. And then obviously the quick turnaround home against the Ravens. If the Giants can just well, before I say that, let's go to week 7, away at Jacksonville, and then away at Seattle week 8. Guys, Titans, Panthers, Cowboys, Bears, Packers, Ravens, Jags, Seahawks. If we can just get through that stretch, 4-4, which are week 9 is the bye. If we can just get 4-4 at that stretch, which by the way, I love the bye being week 9 in the middle of the season. I absolutely love byes being in the middle of the season. If they could just be 4-4, right? 4-4 or better, guys, we have got a chance. we legitimately have a chance because I think the back half of this schedule is so favorable for the Giants. And what's interesting about those first 8 games is the Panthers, Cowboys, Bears, they're all at home. And then we obviously play London, and then the Ravens are week 6. There's about a month there for the Giants to be at home, resting, getting better as a team, practicing, having full weeks, having that extra day each week to practice instead of having to be on the road. I think that's extremely valuable for the Giants. I think that's great for them. And if they can just find a way to be 4-4 after 8 games, that would be fantastic. The bye is week 9. Then after the bye, we're home against the Texans. Week 11, home against the Lions. Two teams that have been at the bottom of the barrel with the Giants the last several years. You know, that's why I'm saying if you're 4-4 after those first 8, you got two favorable matchups off the bye against two teams that you should be able to beat. I mean, it'll be interesting to see where the Giants are after week 11. Then week 12 on the road against the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. You know, I think would be a great time to play the Cowboys to see where we stack up, see where they are. You know, really interesting to see where the Giants are going to be. I think that's going to be a super important game if the season's going good for the Giants. So, and plus the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. I mean, what a national game. I mean, that's great. Week 13, home against Washington Commanders. And then really we go through it's a month full of NFC East football, really, because you got the Cowboys week 12, week 13 you're home against Washington, week 14 you're home against them sorry-ass dirty bird Philadelphia Eagles, and then week 15 you go on the road against Washington. So that month of football is going to be, to me, where the Giants move up and down the standings in the NFC East. If we have any chance of winning the NFC East, we got to have a good month there and do well. That could also be a month that it really screws us up and we don't have a good end up having a good season. So that's a really tricky part of the schedule, very interesting part. How will we fare up against our NFC East foes? We'll get them all back to back to back to back. And then week 16 on Christmas Eve, we'll go on the road against Minnesota. Interesting game after playing those 4 NFC East games. Hopefully the Giants will be up for that one. New Year's Day, home against the Colts. Who knows what the Colts are going to be this year with Matt Ryan as the head coach, but I don't hate that matchup for the Giants. And then the last game of the year, we will be January 7th and 8th. I could see myself going to this game because if especially if things are on the line at Philadelphia, January 7th or 8th, week 18. And I mean, I can't think of anybody else I'd want to end the season against than Philadelphia Eagles, because especially if something's on the line after what they've done to us the last couple years and just kind of been a thorn in our side, would absolutely love for that game to have everything on the line. Would love it. Now, the interesting thing about this schedule is we only have one Monday night football game, which is the Cowboys in week 3. There's no Sunday night games currently on the schedule. I would expect if things are, I would expect that Philly game end of the year would be potentially a flex game if something is on the line. Um, but there's no currently any Sunday night games on the schedule. A lot of these are 1 o'clock afternoon games, or you got a couple afternoons, 4 p.m. Eastern time zone. For example, the Titans game, Seattle game, Dallas, obviously on Thanksgiving. But a lot of these are early afternoon games. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited about this schedule, guys. That's just kind of my thoughts initially. We need to stay healthy, and all these games will have different meaning to you as the season goes on. Like if Daniel Jones goes down, right? I mean, a game that you thought that the Giants should win, who knows if they could win without him? But on paper right now in May, I'm comfortable with this, and I feel pretty good about it. We obviously got to stay healthy, so just off the top of it, I love playing Cowboys on Thanksgiving. I love that. I love finishing the season against Philadelphia. I think it's cool the Giants go back to London. I don't hate that. And I love I love, obviously, if I haven't said, the Monday night game against Cowboys. I mean, both games against Cowboys on national television. I love that. And then it means a lot to me personally that the Giants are going to open up the season against the Tennessee Titans. I'll be there, and so if anybody's going to go to that game or interested, I will 100% be there. I'm super excited, guys, and yeah, we'll have a lot more content coming out, as we get closer to the season. But this is really awesome. I'm thrilled with this schedule.